Hey there, we're back. It's Arun.
Kelly.
How you guys doing today? We are talking about being,
Intentional with each other.
and I think Kelly's going to start because we're going to talk about how we want to be more intentional in general with our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And this past week, we had
Some moments.
we definitely had some moments, and so we want to talk about that.
And how to work through it, or what worked for us. Okay, so it was a hard week. We hadn't seen each other for a week. And I do get it. The world we live in, we're busy with jobs, with kids, with extended family members, the grocery shopping, house cleaning, laundry. The list goes on. And it's just wild. The days go by so fast. And then you're like, where's the me time? And then where's time for each other? And so this week, we did not do well with that at all. And from my perspective, I had a really hard time with it. My emotions felt up and down. And I don't love that feeling. And he doesn't love that either. Who does? You're trying to figure out, okay, are we good? Are we not good? I thought we were. And it's very real.
And it's through text a lot of the time too, right? So if we're not speaking on the phone and then we're trying to interpret what's being said on text, then things can be interpreted the wrong way. And that happens, that happens often actually. And my tone can be totally so not good, I think.
Matter of fact.
Yeah, very matter of fact. So on a text, it's even way worse. And so, or it can be interpreted worse. So, that was really hard. So we actually had a moment with that, with texting that wasn't going great. And so we got on the phone and it helped, but we still had things to talk about. And I think it really just seemed like, for us, it helps when we're actually together and we're able to talk face to face. I think we're just at a point in our relationship where we don't want to text and even call. We'd rather just be with each other and talk to each other, and we're always better when we're together than to text and be on the phone. It feels very teenage-like type of relationship when you're just texting and you're on the phone. Remember back in the day when you sit on your telephone and just talk until you fall asleep? Not text, because we didn't have text back then, but
Someone's showing their age.
So.
But Arun is right. A simple text says, I miss you, got totally misconstrued. And then emotions kept coming out via text. And so one thing that worked was hey, we need to stop this texting. We're two people who care. Right. It just was a week where we both had things going on within our own families, jobs, just things that needed to get done within the home. And it was just okay, we've got to not text. And then even on the phone call, I knew as soon as we saw each other earlier in the week, it was oh yay. My guard was down. I melted, happy to see him, happy to see his face and, get the hug and all the things. And it's oh yeah, I feel better. And then trying to remember too, I have emotions. We all know that. You all know that now. And they are real. But then again, trying to go back to, okay, what is true? What is correct? Because my emotions are going to go up and down. But then love does win out, and love is not an emotion. Love is an action. And so then trying to remember, okay, I do love him. I do care. It is an action. So, okay, once we see each other, and then again, being intentional is, okay, go for that walk. Or giving them a hug when they get off work, if that's even possible, or making lunch together really briefly, if that's all you have. And that's kind of what we ended up doing. It was okay, let's make lunch. We've got 2 hours. We're going to capitalize on it because we know not every week is like that, but yet it is real when you're trying to date, not living together, and a little bit of a distance with a commute. But we did it.
We did.
We're still here.
And it's ongoing. And this doing these videos is what helps us too. it brings us together to do this, to be able to speak it out.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like as we're talking, things come up in my mind and I get like moments of clarity of like, oh yeah, this is what I could do better. Or um, it just helps. Yeah, it's just talking it out, just like a therapist, and we're sitting on a couch, just like in therapy. It really does help though, in all seriousness. And
Communicate.
that is the key is communication, right? And
but not always via text.
yeah.
And then even this week, we kind of realized
So
like,
true.
oh, I think we need to pause communicating because it just felt like the emotions were getting in there, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, love's not winning out.
And we're going in circles.
Going in circles. So also knowing when to pause because that's healthy, that's growing, and then that's communicating of, oh yeah, we just need to take a moment, but yet you miss each other. So yeah, all the things, but
And not giving up.
yeah, not giving up.
It's just so
great.
easy, right? You can get into disagreements and it's easier just to like give up, right? That's always the easy thing is to
Easy
just
way
give up, right? And then you don't have to deal with it anymore. Or just decide that if it's important enough that you're going to work through it and you're going to learn from it and you're going to become stronger. And literally every single time we're stronger every single time. And I get it because like I remember hearing things like that. Like you work through things and you just become stronger. It's just like a muscle, right? You work through that pain, but now your muscles are stronger. And it's the same thing in the relationship. And that is something that you put in that work, it's going to be worth it, And
it is.
Yeah.
Tough,
Totally.
but totally worth it. So we can't wait to talk to you guys next week.
Yeah. Be intentional.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.